Assalamu alaikum. You are listening Radio Sadai Hurriyat Jammu Kashmir. I am Abdus Salam with Kashmir Update. Sikhs in India and across the world are renewing their pledge to continue their struggle for an independent homeland, Khalistan, today on the 37th anniversary of the Indian Army's brutal attack on their most sacred religious site, the Golden Temple in Amritsar. Indian Army, backed by tanks and artillery guns, stormed into the Golden Temple on this very day in 1984 and reduced the holiest shrine to rubble besides killing thousands of Sikhs, including their pilgrims. The assault, called Operation Blue Star, that lasted for 10 days, is being considered as among the ugliest scars on India's so-called democratic and secular face. The victims of sacrilegious operation and those killed in the ensuing bloody chain of anti-Sikh riots are still awaiting justice. Following the ruthless killing after Operation Blue Star, over 20,000 Sikh families, fearing for their life, had to migrate out of India. The operation has left deep scars on the psyche of the Sikhs, and they would rest only when achieving a separate homeland, the Khalistan. In a fresh development, quite embarrassing for the Indian government, 5 prominent United Nations experts have said that the arbitrary detentions, extrajudicial killings, and enforced disappearances are a part of ongoing pattern of serious human rights violations by Indian government forces in occupied Jammu and Kashmir. According to Kashmir Media Service, the 5 United Nations Special Rapporteurs, in a joint letter to the Indian government, communicated their concerns to the Indian government by highlighting the cases of 3 Kashmiri men, Abdul Wahid Para, Irfan Ahmad Dar, and Nasir Ahmad Wani. They said that Para was apparently targeted for raising concerns about the Indian government's actions in the occupied territory. The letter said that he was held in a dark underground cell at sub-zero temperatures, was deprived of sleep, kicked, slapped, beaten with rods, stripped naked, and hung upside down. The letter also mentioned the case of a 23-year-old shopkeeper, Irfan Ahmad Dar, who was arrested on September 15, 2020 in Sopore by Indian police, and the next morning his family received his body with fractured facial bones and broken front teeth. The letter pointed out that the extrajudicial killing of Irfan Dar would amount to violations of Article 6 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. The experts said Nasir Ahmad Wani, a resident of Shopian, was picked up by Indian soldiers on November 29, 2019 and has never returned since then. It is worth mentioning here that Indian police today filed a charge sheet against Para in a fake case related to the alleged nexus between politicians and Mujahideen in the territory. Indian troops, in their continued acts of state terrorism, martyred 14 Kashmiris during the last month of May. According to Kashmir Media Service, at least 28 people were injured due to the use of brute force, including firing of bullets, pellets, and tear gas shells by Indian troops and police personnel on peaceful protesters. Indian police arrested 125 people during 211 cordon and search operations in the territory. Meanwhile, dead body of an Indian soldier was found lying in a pool of blood due to the gunshot injuries inside an army camp in Aknoor area of Jammu district. The suicide and fratricidal incidents among Indian forces in occupied territory are at alarming proportion. Well over 500 forces personnel have committed suicide after January 2007. Global Day of Parents is being observed today. The day is marked to appreciate all parents for their selfless commitment to children and their lifelong sacrifice towards nurturing this relationship. But in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, state terrorism isn't allowing this relationship to nurture, as the parents are being compelled to shoulder the coffins of their children and live with the unending pain of the killing, maiming, and custodial disappearances of their wards. And this is for now. Have a good night and keep listening Radio Sadai Hurriyat Jammu Kashmir.